Papa Brad. Welcome to the iiRcadians, a show for fans of the iiRcade. While you're here, don't forget to slam that like button. And why don't you subscribe to the channel? It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. Thank you. And on with the show. iiRcadians assemble.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams, then you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems, try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I
goddamn right.
Never listen to
I'm
the
back.
noise, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win. I don't want no fake love, I want the real stuff. Everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once. I'm gonna show you all the path, if you want it bad. I'm gonna show you where it's at, yeah, how you can get it back. Yeah, cause I ain't never done, I'll be number one. Working hella hard until I get just what I want, yeah. Rises like the sun, yeah, fatal like a gun. Shooters gonna shoot and I'm gonna shoot until I won, yeah. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Multiplay Fun Play with my good friend Papa Brad's Gaming. Say hi.
Hello. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. Grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win.
right, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
iiRcadians assemble.
How's it going?
Great, man. Look at all those great games we have.
How could it be going bad, Nix? It's Friday.
They say we have no games. Look at all the great games we have.
Mm-hmm.
And this is by far my favorite category for iiRcade.
Yes.
I think iiRcade, this is the cab that really is the king of the shmups. I mean, if you like shmup games, if you like shooters, this cab is fantastic. And they've got some killer shooters on this machine. What do you guys think?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's no question. This cabinet is the king of shoot 'em ups. I have them all, and we're going to help you tonight with the sale going on. Pick some great ones. They're all great to me, but we're going to tell you which ones.
Yeah. We're eventually going to limit it down to a top 10, and we're probably going to have some arguments between us, but we're going to try to limit it to the very top 10. For those of you that are new, I'm Papa Brad. I am iiRcade's biggest shill, and I am glad to be here today to talk about these shmups. This is my favorite category of games on iiRcade. Let's see who we got in the chat. Let's see. Michael B., Mike Hawkhertz, Alfred Berger, Mitchell B. Welcome to the show. Goofy Foot, Raven. Awesome. Okay, well let's just go ahead and jump right in. We got a little bit of news to cover first, just a little bit. Of course, I think everyone knows who we are. I'm Papa Brad. Kev Great, you want to say hello?
Yeah, what's up, everybody? Kev Great is here, and let's just say this is the biggest sale of the week. There's not a bad shooter in this bunch, right, Brad? So this
53 games, 53 top level shooters.
53. Wow.
53 in this category.
What's going on? Brooklyn Menace from the iiRcadians and also from the Friday Night Arcade Show. This is my category, man. I'm ready to sit here and talk about it.
I am too. And we're going to probably have some arguments over which games make it. Of course, we have Nix. Welcome to the show.
Welcome. How is everybody doing tonight? It's your pal Nix, for your tips and tricks from all these great iiRcade games. Welcome tonight.
Okay. Let me pop this up. Let's see. We the first news, the big news. Ninja Baseball Batman is announced. I mean, what do you guys think of this game?
We've been asking for this game. John got it for us, and this is an absolute win for the iiRcade. It is rare. It's going to play the best on the iiRcade. It's going to be online, and it is going to be glorious. So amazing news from iiRcade. Thank you, John, for getting this game for us. Banger AAA.
That's right.
Absolutely.
iiRcade is going to be the first platform that this game has ever been released on outside of the arcade. It has never been released anywhere else.
It's never been released anywhere else. And furthermore, they're giving us online play. Online.
Insane.
I mean, isn't that incredible? I can't wait.
4-player too.
4-player.
From what I heard.
Yeah, I've got 2 cabinets, so that's possible.
That's going to be amazing.
Oh, I can't wait.
Beat 'em ups also. That's just like every beat 'em up that comes out. I at least like to try it, And this one is just like over the top craziness. Plays great. It's just so much different than everything else out there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
This game though, I'm going to say this. People that know arcades, like I go to arcade expos, there was a line to play this game at the Houston Arcade Expo when they had it.
Wow.
And you don't see that for a lot of games. And that tells you how rare it is. And to have a great game like this being brought to a legitimate home arcade, I'm excited for it. I think it's a fantastic get for iiRcade. It's a huge win. And anyone that really has played this game loves it. I mean, once you play it, it's great. And I have a quick little clip we're going to show. It's not long. I think it's like 30 seconds of what the game looks like. And here is a clip of Ninja Baseball Batman. Here we go. Let's see. Awesome. So there's some gameplay. Hey, Alex, what's happening? Glad you made it. How you doing, Alex?
Up, guys?
Alex,
Glad you're here. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. So, what do you think of the announcement of Ninja Baseball Batman?
Well, I'm not too familiar with it, but the graphics look awesome. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it looks really cool. I hope it has leaderboards, but you know,
Dog's excited.
Yeah, the dog likes it. The dog likes it. So let's see. The next thing I want to talk about, of course, is the other big thing that iArcade has is they got the consoles back in, and they have huge sales. I mean, you can get an iArcade now for $400, $399 with free shipping. That's the cost of an Arcade 1-Up Legacy cab, and you have access to all these great games. I mean,
yeah,
there would be no better time to get in. And like if you want to get into an iArcade, $400, brand new. That's used price. I mean,
considering, Brad, other companies are charging $100 to ship. Think about that. You're getting this shipped for $399 complete. It's
$300 off.
It's
and
it's
then
a
you
great
know,
deal.
I'll be honest with you too. It's so easy to like even if you fill the storage, it's so easy to take games on and off. Like the 64 gigabyte is enough.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you either go like I would recommend people either go like basic, like the basic model. Like if you just want to get into it, $399, that's a no-brainer. Or go all the way and get the gold cab, because the gold cab is really a no sacrifice arcade. I mean, I love mine. I got it when they first came out and they put them on sale, and I've been playing it. I just love it. What do you think of your gold cab, Brooklyn?
I think for people that are buying one, I would say go with the gold, but I'm not trying to tell people how much money to spend.
Yeah.
And the way I look at it like this, if you've never played on the gold and you only have the first gen one, then you're not going to know the difference. But once you play on the gold, it's kind of hard to go back.
Yeah, the gold is a little bit better. What do you think, Nick? Do you have a gold cab?
Yeah, I would say if you have the money, spend a little bit more and get the gold, especially with the right now it's plug and play with Sinden technology, which will be released very soon, and we're all waiting for that, and Operation Wolf coming down the line. So the whole new genre of games is going to be released for the gold cabinet. Right now, if you can't swing that, definitely go for the base model. I've got both. I've got the base model and the gold.
You got both too.
And I love them both. And
yeah. The thing is really the thing that I want to stress is we don't even have games yet that they only have differences on a cab. So right now, I mean, to me, I like them both. I mean, I think the gold cab is an improvement, but I mean, Alex, I know you have the original and you play all the games. You're like on all the leaderboards.
yeah,
There it
and
is.
there it is.
Yeah,
Thing of
OG.
beauty.
check that out. My gimbal's working great.
It is working good. You look good.
And I have the base model and started out with 64 gigabytes, right? And I still have 40, and I think I have
It's
a lot.
insane.
I have
You don't
like
need much
40
storage because
CDs.
you can
I
always
have a lot.
take a game off and put it on, and it's very easy to do. So I mean, that to me is like, it's cool that you have the storage, but I'm never going to hit it because I almost have all the games, and
Right.
it's like I'm not even close now. So I mean, I would not really use that as a big factor.
Brad, I checked last night. I have 165 games, and I only use like 32 gigs. These games are not big at all. Some of them are 5 megabytes. So storage should not be a concern for anybody. It's easy to juggle them, easy to move them around, downloads in seconds. Storage isn't a problem, especially if you get the 64. It's not a problem. And for
It's more people
$399,
coming in.
it's the cheapest of all the home arcades if you want to get in at an entry point at this premium level. $399
for the quality of an iArcade. I mean, once you have an iArcade, you get it. I understand people that don't get it, but once you have one, you get it. I mean, it's a whole different level.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as the build quality, it's just really great.
I mean, that's cheaper than the Kickstarters at this price, right? I don't think the Kickstarters was $399 for the OG. I can't remember. So you're getting the best deal probably there is right
Yeah,
now.
and you don't have to buy it used. Like used ones on
No.
Facebook Marketplace were $350, $400,
Exactly.
and you're getting some brand new. So I mean, for me, it's a
Yep.
no-brainer. I just got this. I got this special video I want to show. Hold on. I just want to show how good these cabs look because I think they look amazing. Check this out.
Gorgeous.
It's 30 seconds. There you go. And there's just some shots of the new cabs. And we're going to move into what we're here to talk about, which is iArcade Game Sale Week 4. And we have shooters going on sale this week, which is by far, the reason to get an iArcade is to play shooters. If you love shmups, this is the ultimate, home arcade for that genre. And they have some really great shmups. So I have a little sizzle reel of some of the games, and then we're going to talk about them all. But first, I have a commercial. Did you know we were sponsored?
Uh-oh.
Y'all knew Papa Brad was a shill, huh?
Let's go.
Y'all know we all got sponsored. The iArcadians is now a sponsored show. Nice. Okay, here's a commercial from our new sponsor.
Peter, what are you boys doing up here? Get off the roof.
Go back in the house, Lois. We're being jackass. Okay, ready?
All right, we're rolling.
I'm Peter Griffin, and this is Shopping Cart Roof Shopping Cart, guys. Okay, go.
I'm breaking in here somehow. Stop it, Cobra Khan. You ain't getting in here, shit. Mind your business. I'm getting up in here anyway.
He-Man, Stratos, and Cobra Khan each sold separately.
Shit, it's He-Man. Oh, you want to mess up my drinks? Take that. Ah, you broke my back. That's what your ass gets. Next time they'll try to break in here.
Cobra Khan figure is new from the Masters of the Universe collection. Other action figures each sold separately from Mattel.
All right. Thank you, Mattel, for your sponsorship.
What do we get for their sponsorship?
That's great.
Toys.
Yep.
Nice.
We're sponsored by a toy company.
Woo!
It is true.
Oh, good.
Love it.
Well,
Okay, so
we got
let
Peter
me,
Griffin on our side, so that's huge.
Let me pull this up. Let's see.
We're being jackasses, Lois.
I do this. Wait a minute.
Right. You want to go
Oh,
to the
sure.
clan and throw some dots.
I'll share screen. Okay. I'm looking. Here it is.
Peter, what are you doing?
Okay, let's check this out. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's go to discounted games, show results. Boom. 53.
Oh, my
Woo.
Oh boy. Okay.
It's gonna be a tough one.
Let's go.
Do we want to start by paring it down to our top ones, or do we just want to go through them all?
Well,
What do you guys think? Because there's
Start with
53.
the first one.
there's
Okay. Ages of the Luftwaffe. Who's played that?
I have it. I played it. Brooklyn, what do you think?
When I first started playing it the first time, I was like, what's going on? Because you don't have to press a button to shoot.
Yeah.
All you have to do is maneuver your plane, and as you destroy the German planes, you gain medals, and those medals are your money in the game to power up and level up your ship, and also to buy your way into the levels. So it's one of those games where you're going to constantly keep going back and playing through levels to get those medals and power up your ship. And I absolutely love this game.
How far did you get?
So I don't know what anyone else thinks about it. I got stuck on this one boss. Like it was crazy. I was stuck on this one boss, and then I started to realize, you know what? I can actually like buy myself into. I can go past this to another level with the money I've earned, and I did that, and then that let me gain enough experience to go back and just wipe that guy out. I love games like that.
I think it's a good game. Is it one of the 53 I would recommend based on, if you had 10 to buy, I say no, because I played it as well and I hit a difficulty spike like you. And it felt like I had to grind the same board over and over and over to get the money I needed to go back and buy my way through the boss.
Correct.
But
so it's not, it's just so everyone knows. I mean, you can probably tell just by looking at it, this is not a retro arcade game. This is a newer game.
Yeah.
Okay. And they put it in a shoot 'em up category. It is a shoot 'em up. It's like a bullet hell type game, but it's different. It's not like a legit arcade game, but it's a ton of fun. It's the kind of game that you're going to pull up like a stool and sit down at the arcade and play it that way.
Andros Dunos, what do you think? We got
for
53 now.
$4.
We got to limit how much time.
Yeah, I know. Brad's like,
it's like we'll be here till midnight.
34
Sorry, I
minutes
told
on
you
each
this is
one.
my topic.
I know. I love these games too. I could talk all night about them, but like we have to get through. We have so many. Andros Dunos, what do y'all think? It's decent, but it's not God tier, but it's decent. It's a good basic shmup.
The graphics look pretty decent.
It's a good game.
I don't consider it a shoot 'em up like some of the shoot 'em ups on here where it's like a legit arcade game that you want to own, but I think it's a very enjoyable game, and for $4 you get a lot of gameplay out of that game.
Yeah. Armored Police Unit. What do you think of that one?
I was playing that last time.
Armored Police Unit Gallop. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So if you see like graphics like In the Hunt, take that type of look, tone it down a little bit. It does not look as good as In the Hunt, but it's got that style of look to it. Basically, it's a side-scrolling shoot 'em up. You are like a police vehicle in the future. There's you have to obviously destroy your enemies, but you also have a laser because there's a lot of obstacles in this game that rapidly approach you and will wipe you out if you don't blast through them properly. And you have to strategically also use that laser on some of the enemies or some of the bosses while using your regular weapon. It's a hell of a lot of fun too.
Goofyfoot says it's $299.78 for all 53. If you didn't have any of them, if you didn't have one of these shmups, $299.78. Not bad. We're not going to talk about Gunbird because Gunbird is included, but Gunbird is a fantastic shmup that everyone gets because it comes on the iArcade.
Yeah,
right now,
you passed by Andros Dunos, which is a classic shoot 'em up as well, and I would highly recommend that is one that you put on your list to pick up.
Okay, yeah. The next one, I mean, if Tiger Heli is kind of like the musket ball, the originator of shmups. It was the first one to have where you could use bombs to clear the screen. This one is the AK-47 of the Toplin line. Their final game, Batsugan. That's got to be top 10 for sure.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? That's a top 10.
Totally
It's a
agree.
great looking
I
game.
love it.
Plays so smooth.
Final
So
game
smooth.
of Toplin, masterpiece, just buttery smooth, just fantastic mechanics. That's one of Toplin's best. Okay, so
Damn, I think I'm gonna like everything.
we'll shortlist it. Okay, right now before we move on, are all four of us in agreement that needs to be in top 10?
Yes.
Yeah,
Toplin's final game. Okay, Battle Chopper.
Okay, so Battle Chopper is an extremely difficult game because you make it difficult when you're playing it because you have to keep landing your chopper and blowing stuff up to get these crystals, which give you money to then buy upgrades for your chopper. But man, I can't even get past the first level in that freaking game.
Really?
But it's a lot of fun though. But you might be rage quitting on that one.
Battle Lane Volume 5.
I think
I
don't know why they put this in the
shoot
shoot 'em up category.
What is that?
It's a racing
I
game.
cannot get past the first level on this game. It is so difficult.
Brooklyn, I can't
we'll
get
pass
past half
on
of the
that
first
one.
level. It's
It's basically like it's like Road Warrior in
Yes.
shoot 'em up version.
Yeah.
You know, like
with no control.
That's a hard pass. How about Boogie Wings?
Boogie Wings is
Opinions on Boogie
amazing.
Wings.
Every single level is a
What's
spectacle
different about
in
it?
that
So
game.
different.
You
What
will
was
never,
different about it?
dude. You
The
fight Santa
mechanics.
Claus in this freaking game. Come on,
Santa Claus?
like
Okay.
a giant robot Santa. The levels where you go through the museum just blew me away.
Well, what's
That is
different
an absolute must play.
And what's different is you can actually exit your vehicle, jump in other vehicles.
Correct.
And you can also bring bombs in tow with you, and you can use them to destroy the playfield.
Yeah.
it's different.
Cool.
It's a different shooter.
You can
559.
hijack. You can like
Okay.
ride animals in that game.
Yeah,
It
you
doesn't
can
like
ride
anything
animals.
that's anything that's there. You can jump on it and take
Yes.
it.
It's totally worth
It's
playing. And
nuts.
like Brooklyn said, there's a Santa Claus level. That's just ridiculous.
Good. Captain Tomaday.
It's like a Neo Geo game. It's a weird one. It's like I would call it a cute 'em up more
That's
than a
the one
shoot
where
'em
you
up.
grab stuff. You have your hands and you grab stuff.
Hands,
Is that
yeah.
the game?
Yeah, you got to do like punch, and then your third one will be like a superpower. It's cool looking, but I don't think compared to some of the other stuff on this list,
Compared to what's coming up, it's not
like
gonna
if
make
you're
the
looking
cut,
to
but
build
it's-
up a shoot 'em up category, play some of these other ones first before messing with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The way I'm looking
My-
at for me, like I have so many of them. I'm gonna pick up all the rare ones the ones that I was a little bit less jazzed about, but I have most of the bangers or the top level ones. Psy Battler.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Robot mech
100%.
game. You could go every single direction in this game.
100%
You're
on that
shooting.
one.
You're attacking from all over the place.
It reminds
It's
me
so
of
cool.
Transformers, right? Brooklyn, is this the one where you're
Yeah,
just
could you
big
play the
robots?
video on this one, or will it not show up well?
I don't think they show up for some reason. I'll try.
They show up kind of small, right?
Yeah, it still shows.
This game is badass.
Yeah, this game's really fun.
Yeah, this game was fun. I remember.
No leaderboards though.
This
I know
one is
people love
online
leaderboards.
multiplayer though.
Ah,
Yeah, it's
This
online.
is an
now.
online multiplayer, so you can play this with another person. I think I ran this with maybe Dave Hallworth from the iArcade community. Did the whole game, played smooth as can be.
So again, if you're looking to build up a shoot 'em up, your shoot 'em up category on your iArcade,
Yeah.
and you want
It's a
diversity
good one.
in the games, like you don't want every single one where it's the same. You know, like you're in space and stuff's coming down at you.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
definitely add that one in. Definitely add Boogie Wings and put those two on your list.
Okay, Desert War is a helicopter game.
Yeah, it's great.
I have it. It's kind of cool. You rescue people. You fly up and down.
That's a slower pace game. Yeah, correct.
yeah.
You're in your helicopter, but you have to constantly keep landing and rescuing people, and you need to get fuel.
Yep.
You know what I
love
love
it.
about this game too is like they don't stretch the game. They keep it in the aspect
Yes.
ratio it had in the arcade, and it's just it plays good. I mean, it's if you want a basic helicopter arcade style game, it pretty much fits the bill. It's not going to make the top of the tops though. So for me, it would be kind of like if you have a lot of the other ones. Okay, now we're getting to a really good one, Dog Yun.
Papa Brad and I played through this one together.
Fantastic
It's
game.
insane. The weapons in this game are insanity. It's fun playing with two people. Wasn't this one where we one person we were able to like merge the ships together into
Yeah, I
one,
think
and then
so.
that
Yeah,
person
this was
would
the
just
one.
take over, even though it was a two-player
Crazy.
game.
It's crazy. It's you know, if you like Batsugan, I mean, this is getting towards the end of Toplin, so they're really coming into their maximum ability of making great shooters.
Yeah, if you just like insane weaponry, like crazy weapons.
Firepower is fantastic. Like I said, you know, when you go back to playing Tiger Heli, you feel like you're in the Civil War. You got that little gun; it barely shoots far. You know, this game is like you got crazy powers with your guns. So that's another good one. Dragon Breed is a fun one. CT Jason did a video on it for iArcadians. Really fun game.
Basically, like the dragon's body can't take hits, so you just got you're riding it. You just got to protect the head, and obviously they make you use that in the game, and it is not easy.
It's not easy. No, it's not easy. Let's see here. What do we got next in our list? Let's see. Earth Defense Force.
That's a good
Don't
one.
have it.
Yeah, I don't have
That's
that one
really
either.
good.
That might be one I have to check out.
Yeah.
How
That's,
about
okay, I'll
Let's
explain
go
that.
ahead.
Xerion.
Okay.
Xerion's got like that, like, so that's more of like probably they tried to like cash in off of like the success of games like Space Invaders and maybe push it a little further. It's
Okay.
got those like wonky 1980 graphics. I would say it's less of a shoot 'em up and more of a score chasing game.
Okay.
But when you're playing it, see how it is.
Yeah, this
Let's
has
get the
leaderboard
real
support.
old graphics.
It almost looks like the Buck Rogers game from the 2600. The
Yeah,
same type
yeah.
of
So-
scrolling right there.
All you
And
can do
this
in this
one
game
really
is
the
you can-
way they move is so deceptive. I think I did try this
Yeah.
one once.
dude, the way you
and it
move
was like
is
I got
great.
so frustrated because like
Yeah.
I
You
kept
ever
getting
play-
killed, and I'm so used to the other shmups. It plays different,
You ever play bubbles where your bubble has that momentum?
like a drift.
Even when you stop, that's how
It
your
has
ship
like a
is. in this.
drift.
It's got
Yeah.
that momentum. Like it keeps moving even when you stop a little bit, and you have to kind of adjust to it. And your only really weapon that's like upgraded is a rapid fire. It's a score chaser.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, but it's not like a story driven or straight up shoot 'em up with the only thing that like the levels turn different colors. But back in the day, that would have been amazing.
yeah. Fire Shark.
Platforms changed too. There's like different cities and stuff.
That's in one that's coming up.
Yeah, that's the next one I think.
Yeah, but
Exerion. It's not
Yeah.
just different colors.
Yeah, it has. You're right. You're right, Alex. It does have like
Snowboard.
different type of cities. Yeah, Fire Shark's a classic, man.
Fire Shark. Yeah, that's
Hard
another
as hell,
one, right? Yeah, Galaxy Gunners.
Galaxy Gunners is think of
Not familiar with
Exerion,
that.
but like they it's advanced. It actually has bosses in it. It's got different type of levels, but
Okay.
it's pretty much a similar type of style game. Very old style graphics.
Okay, Pico Interactive. Okay, haven't played that one. Might check that one out. Okay.
Again,
Oh, yeah, I
it's see what I'm saying? Like it's just
Yeah,
like
it's got, like, the
Exerion, but
old
like if
school
they
look. Yeah.
improved it more. But the
Yeah.
difference in this is like you actually have bosses, and you actually have levels that go completely into space, and it's hard as hell too.
Hard.
It's just
yeah.
like it's just meant to take
Hard.
your money, That's all.
Yeah,
it's
yeah, it's
meant to
hard.
take your quarters.
Galmedes.
A very rare shoot 'em up that is very good, like really good. And these
out a
are all
clip of
hard.
it.
It's really hard. This game.
I know it is hard. We're gonna get down to brass tacks in the end.
I think I had you guys play this on my show.
I think we did. It was fun. Rexer's 100% right. R-Type is fantastic, and it's coming up
Yeah.
soon.
It'd be better if I get past level 1.
There's Galmedes. Yeah, I remember playing this. This was pretty cool. It kind of had
similar
more of a look
to
like
Truxton.
Truxton does.
Yeah.
Truxton. It looks like Truxton.
Truxton, but it has Truxton with better graphics, and it's probably just as hard.
There's no leaderboards on Galamedes, and it's not online.
And it's also a very rare video game
Yeah.
that people like look to try to buy. Like it's very expensive to buy a copy.
Gradia, Second Earth.
Really cool looking game. I haven't played a lot of it, but it's
take a quick
side
look.
scrolling shooter. Like with
I would say
planes and stuff like that.
It plays like
The
Earth
game
Defense
is
Force a
the
little bit.
people, the graphics.
Like Earth Defense Force. Mhm.
Yeah, side scroller, big sprites.
Have you played this
Yeah.
one, Alex?
Yeah,
Got those.
it's pretty cool.
Can you tell us about
but
it? What's it like?
When you look at the video and you look at the graphics, you think it's
See how
going to
cool
be
it
a
looks?
little better than it is.
It's got those cool 90s graphics.
Oh yeah, I like that. I did. I think I have this one. Yeah,
Yeah.
it has the buildings and stuff.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I remember this one. Okay. It's one I always forget to play though. Grindstormer.
The bomb.
Yeah, that's
Nice
also
one.
really good.
Good game, leaderboards, fast, really good power ups. I mean, so many of these games are good, Brad. It's going to be tough. I
I know it's gonna
actually
be
like
tough.
this game.
We need to get to it, but Steven Schwartzentruber's here, and he is all over these shmup leaderboards. This guy is a champion at these games.
Wow,
he
what's up,
tears
Steven?
these games up, and he has a very cool Star Wars droid. Very cool. Alpha Burger once again. R-Type. You can't go wrong with that. Where we at?
We're up to
Hellfire. This is one I do not have, and it's
Okay.
probably the only Toplin I did not buy. So this is
So-
100% something I'm buying on the sale.
You'll like it. So Hellfire, basically no power, like no bomb, no. All you have the ability to do is switch between your weapon while you're playing the game, and you just have to make the correct choice. Switching through that weapon, you're going to shoot forward. You're going to shoot forward and backwards at the same time. You'll shoot up and down or in an X shape, and all the different situations that it puts you in. You got to change your weapon on a fly, or you're done.
Yeah. Love that Toplin music. You right away know it's Toplin by the soundtrack. Yeah. Okay, so that's one that it's in my list to pick up for sure, 100%. This is one I reviewed. Image Fight, fantastic game. Just, I mean, once again, it's going to be tough because all the Toplin shmups are so good.
Yeah.
I mean, this is another really great shmup. What do you think of this one, Brooklyn?
I think it's great. It's another one of those classic type shoot 'em ups. Like, this is legit arcade stuff.
Yeah.
Wait, does Nix like this one?
I don't own this one, but it looks very nice.
This is
I'm looking to pick up a few on this sale.
I want to watch somebody.
Image Fight. One of the cool things with this one is you can do a lot with how you equip your ship. There's all kind of power-ups. It has a very crazy power-up system.
Yeah.
And that's one of the really cool things about Image Fight. This one for me is like a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Get it on there.
In the Hunt.
Add it to your list, please. Like, no one even needs to say anymore. Put it on your list.
Made by the people that did the Metal Slug series. I mean, this game is fire.
Online leaderboards, and it's fantastic.
When iArcade announced this game, that's when I knew that they knew what they were doing, because this is a fantastic game. If you've ever had the chance to play this is definitely a must buy. Just a fantastic game. Submarine themed, but like the art and graphics are like the Metal Slug style. Just fantastic. In the Hunt's definitely in the top for me.
Yeah, submarine theme, but it gets like stuff that can't happen in reality. Like, it gets crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's way over the top. We have the P-47 Aces game.
Mm-hmm.
We have two of those, P-47 Aces and P-47 the Phantom something.
Yeah, I have both of those. They're like jet fighter.
Which one's
type.
better? Like, if you were to buy one of them,
do you think dude? Look at all these games up here.
I don't think they're anything crazy. I own them both. I like one more than the other, and I can't remember if it's the sequel or the original. I think it's the Phantom. I don't think it's Aces. I think it's the Phantom.
Welcome to the show,
That's the
Richard
better game. It's basically a basic left to right shooter, military type of shooter, Brad. It's not insanely memorable, but it does have big bosses. It does have power ups. You could get extra guys. We're
getting to some of the really hardcore ones.
Yeah.
Plus Alpha. It's kind of another mid shooter for me. I mean, it's fun, but it wouldn't be towards the top, but it's not a bad shooter. What do y'all think? Have you played this?
Yeah, I have it. It's really hard for me to say. I don't think I've played it enough to really judge
I don't think
it.
I have either, because, when you have the whole Toplin library on your arcade, it's like it's hard to like play some of the other ones because the games that you're getting into are going to be so good.
Yeah.
The next one, I mean, there's no doubt this is in the top games. R-Type.
Brad, these, just a heads up, these
R-Type and R-Type 2.
These next 6 games have a chance of being in the top 10. These next 6.
Yeah, this is the good stuff.
Yeah.
We're getting to the good stuff.
Wow. R-Type 1, 2, like no doubt, right?
Yeah. Love the game. I love the way it has like the alien type artwork too, like from the Aliens, kind of like the feel of the alien.
It's painful, man.
My only caveat is
brutal though. It's like the real arcade game, so don't think you're going to come in here like the Nintendo and whip on it. It's going to kick your butt.
The only way that I actually seen like the third stage is because Glenn from Glenn's Retro Show, he's a boss at this and he played it live. And I was like, oh, there's the third stage. I cannot get you have to just stick next. This is a game you can probably sink your teeth into.
That's what I want to see next. You need to get R-Type and learn how to conquer this game. And do some videos.
Pick it up a few.
Do some videos of R-Type.
Please show me the way on how to get past the first stage in R-Type.
Now we're getting into some of my favorites. Rangok Skies.
Ooh.
Now, Rangok
this is not an old game. This is a new game.
It's basically the closest you're going to get to a cave shooter on the iArcade. Was this a cell phone game?
I don't know. I don't think so, but it's fantastic.
It's like
Plays
a
great.
fireworks.
Because if
Here's
it
some
was, I don't
gameplay
know.
footage.
Yeah, it's just like,
Look at
wow.
this.
I mean, look at this. This is crazy.
This is literally
Yeah.
like this is how it starts 1 second into the game.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
as
this
soon
is
as you
like the
start, it's
first
nuts.
level, probably.
Yeah, it's
And look at that
complete bullet
strobe
hell.
light. Look at that. It should come with a warning about seizures. Look at it. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's so colorful. It's so cool
Everything,
looking.
and it's fantastic. I mean,
and it's
Yeah.
a modern. It's a
And
modern shoot 'em
yeah,
up.
modern
even though it's
shooter.
new, the people that made that, you could tell the
They knew
shoot
what
'em
they were
up
doing.
that they loved. playing
For me,
that
the next game's very special. Space Invaders. iArcade took the time to make a fantastic version of Space Invaders.
Never heard of this.
I can only say one person. We can only have one person here is really qualified to talk about space. Tell us about Space Invaders iArcade.
Oh, yeah.
Space Invaders is fantastic. I've actually never played the actual arcade version, so this is my first experience playing it on a home arcade console, and the experience I enjoyed very immensely, and worked really hard, and we actually rolled the scoreboard over 100K, which is very difficult to do.
Insane.
And man, the leaderboards on that are going to be insane. I can't wait till they get released. I want to see everybody on there, and yeah, let's get after it, guys. It's one of the all-time classics.
Yep.
Yeah,
The shoot 'em
absolutely.
up of all shoot 'em ups. The
And I'm
GOAT.
so
Yeah.
freaking old. I can actually say I was there in the
I was there
arcade
too. Like
when they
This
first
was
put
the
that
first-
freaking game in there, and you couldn't even
Yep.
get close to it. I was like a little kid
I had to
watching
play
everyone
on-
play it.
I had to play on a box. I was too little when it came out, and
This
I
was-
remember sitting and playing it in an arcade on a box, and it's still
Bunch
I
of
still
teens
remember
in
it.
bell bottoms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was the first arcade I ever played.
Is it? Wow.
At a Kmart in the customer service area. And my mom just gave me a quarter, and this game just, I was just captivated by it. But it's actually the first arcade game ever, probably the first video game I might have
Wow.
played.
Mm-hmm.
And
I was
the
even
thing
amazed
is,
when I came back and they put the gel over the screen to make it in color.
they did not rush this one out the door. This took a year and a half at least for
Yeah.
them to develop.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
it's pixel by pixel Space Invaders, but it's just the best version. I mean,
They did such a great job.
it's fantastic. The backdrop emulation is fantastic. The gameplay is every trick you can do in the arcade game Space Invaders works, and it's just dead on. I mean, for just the authenticity that they went through to get it right, I mean, this is a must own. If you have an iArcade and you don't have Space Invaders, you're missing out. This
Yeah,
game
now's
is-
the time to get it. Great
Yeah.
price. Great
Well,
price.
This is a game you gotta have because it's just so good.
Well, it's
I don't
ranked
consider
12.
it a shoot 'em up, but I consider it a very important game in video game history. If there weren't games like that, like video games may not have continued.
Hey, you know,
That was the stuff that really
Created
pushed it.
shortages.
To me,
Yeah.
to me, I always called them the Holy Trinity. You have Space Invaders, Galaxian, Galaga.
Those are the
Space
games that-
Invaders, then
brought the people to the
Galaxian,
arcade.
first video game in color ever. Then Galaga, just perfection. Double ships. It's just it's the fact that they have Space Invaders, you can't go wrong. And then they have a newer version of it, Space Invaders Infinity Gene. What do y'all think of this one?
I think it's fun. It's like being in a techno club.
Yeah, it's
You're
crazy.
playing all kinds of crazy
absolutely
levels.
Great soundtrack. And,
The game evolves as you play it. You start off, with the basic kind of Space Invaders ship, but the thing I like about this game is that if you play a lot of shmups, it pulls in all kind of elements of different shmups as you're playing. So you kind of evolve as you play the game, which is one of the best things about it. Plus, it's modern, so it just looks really great. Do you have this one, Alex?
Yeah, I love the gameplay.
What do you think of it?
And I love the gameplay, and I like the leaderboards are really competitive, and I love that it's Space Invaders. But if you're not into the strobe light thing, like if strobe lights give you headaches, you might not.
It's got a lot going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The visuals are a little irritating for me personally,
Okay.
but the game's fun. It's awesome.
What do you think, Kev? Great. I know you
Yeah,
have
I
this
mean,
one.
to me, Space Invaders and Infinity Gene are like a companion piece, and if you're going to pick one up,
Absolutely.
you got to pick the other up because it
Mhm.
just completes the circle of Space Invaders, and it is definitely a must own. I haven't gotten all the way through it yet, but like Alex said, it is just the music, and like Nick said, the music is insane. The strobe lights and what's happening, and then you can get these genes that you power up. It is just a phenomenal
cool.
shoot 'em up. And if you don't have this, you have to get this along with Space Invaders.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the top ones for me.
Yeah.
Saint Dragon.
I actually love Saint Dragon. It's basically different than the Dragon Breed because there's nobody riding on top, and it's the same type of concept where as long as the dragon's head's not hit, you can use your body to protect and use like the enemies to attack. But it is very difficult. And if you're scoreboard chasing like I am or was, you have to be perfect on like the first 2 or 3 boards to even get up there. But that's the challenge of it. I don't know the difference between Dragon Breed and this, but I love Saint Dragon, and I would recommend this.
In Dragon Breed, you're riding the dragon, and you're actually your little guy can jump off.
You can jump off of it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's got I mean, they're totally different games. I mean, even though they have the same name or similar name.
I like them both. They're just kind of like deep cuts. I never heard of these games before until I started getting into like Pandora's Box and finding.
Yeah, exactly.
I discovered them in MAME, a long time ago. But I mean, they're good games. Not, I would say, being with the list they have, it's not at the top, but they're good games. Samurai Aces. This is one I don't have. This is one I'll probably pick up. Does anyone have it?
Yeah, I do have it, but maybe someone else will know more about it than
Alex,
me.
can you tell me a little bit about it? Because you have the game.
It has selectable characters, and it's got some adult themes. It's a lot like in the way
it's got adult themes. Wait a minute.
Hold on.
I'm in. Count me in.
Papa Brad just bought 2 copies.
Yeah. If it has adults, I have to make a video too.
Psycho. How do you say that? It's one of those. And
I didn't even know that.
Make good
That's
stuff.
fantastic. Yeah, I got to get it.
The characters can have little pets. Like one of them has a lemur.
Really I know the game now. Yeah.
Yeah. I like the girl with the lemur. That's my character.
Okay, so that's one I'm definitely going to pick up.
For me, that's a pickup. It's probably not a top 10, but it's a must-have anyway.
We got Sky Fox and Sky Shark. What do y'all think?
Yeah.
Brooklyn, you probably know these the best.
Yeah, I've
I
got
do.
Sky Shark.
Both games are like kind of like earlier generation shooters. They're again on the difficult, scale when you play them.
Toplin. Are they both Toplin? Sky Shark is, I know. Let's see.
I never got to the Sky Shark. Remember people that got to the Sky Shark and it was invisible?
Yeah, that was Steven Schwartzentruber.
Hey, Papa Brad, real quick. I said I was talking about Tengai by mistake.
Tengai. Okay, Tengai. Yeah, that's coming up.
It's a vertical one. It does play like Gunbird, but you don't get. This isn't the one with the lemur. You don't get pets, but it's still cool. There's different characters.
Yeah, you're right. You are right. Now that you say that. Like I said, it's like there's so many freaking games. Like they start blending into one. I can't remember every detail.
I know it's like, and then some of our names still seem like. Let's see, Sky Fox.
Yeah.
I definitely remember Tengai.
Yeah, Sky Shark. Sky Shark. This doesn't look terrible, but
okay, this is
the one with the crazy movement again.
Yes.
This is the one where the movement doesn't seem to make sense. This is the one where I feel like I'm drunk when I'm playing it.
This is a wild one.
It's so weird. I cannot adjust to how it moves.
If I'm right, this is an older game, and this was not released in the United States. Is what I
probably
think,
like one of those 80s level games, but yeah. Okay, so that for me,
I had a lot of fun with that one though. That's more like that's more of a score chasing, but you can pass on it if you're not gonna if you don't have a friend that has it too, and you're trying to battle each other for the higher score.
Slap Fight's
great. Very retro looking graphics, but such a genius way that you have to play this game. First of all, your ship's way too slow when you start. So you got to collect these stars and then you spend them. And if you spend them, you start over and you got to collect more stars. So you have to make good choices. And some of the choice that I found worked in this in the beginning is build up your speed, because it's very hard to dodge the enemy's fire if you don't. But again, like, you start getting greedy. You want to get all the stars because
you want to get all the stars. You want to get the upgrades. You want to upgrade your ship.
And that's what starts making
it's
you
got the
die
greed factor.
in that game. Yeah.
It's got the greed factor. This is one
It's
I got the
a genius
privilege
idea.
to play on the Friday night arcade.
Yeah.
And the first time I played, I think that was the time I won. One of the few
Yes, you
times
did.
that
First
I won.
time you
but
played
then
it.
again, Nick's wasn't playing yet. So
But these
that was
games,
one of
I'm
the few
thinking,
times- that was a few times I was able to win. But this game
This
is a
is-
masterpiece. I love this game.
this is like if
It's
someone dropped
bummer.
acid and made Space Invaders, pretty much.
It's so fun.
It's got like actual real
So cool.
digitized videos
Yeah.
for the background, and just you're fighting garbage cans that are
You can't explain it, but
transforming
it's
into stuff.
fantastic.
It's just
this
nuts.
is one I love. I love this game.
You can grab
good.
any enemy in this and keep them. You can store them up, and then they all help you in different ways. Some become shields, some will help firing. It's nuts.
Yeah, this is a must buy for me. If you don't
It's
have
really
it, I mean, I
cool.
have it,
It's
but
so
it's
wacky.
fantastic. Let's see, Steel Force.
Let me see. This I don't know. How is this on the shoot 'em
how
up?
is this?
It's not a
yeah,
shoot 'em
this
up.
isn't- It's not on my
This
shoot.
this is more like a run and gun gauntlet in space. This is not. You
Yeah.
can skip past this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not a shmup.
Yeah, I think they just accidentally put shoot 'em up on that one.
This is one I actually like. Now, it's not as good as the next one, but this is one that I like for sure. Is Stormblade. I did a review of this. This is a very fun game. If you want something from like a 90s modern type shmup, it's fun. This game is very hard to beat because it doesn't let you continue at the end. Like, you have to actually beat the end boss. If you don't beat the end boss, you have to try again.
This one's cool. You get so many different
It's fun.
planes in the game, so you can keep going back in and playing it. And it's a different experience with the different type of fighter planes that you choose.
Yeah, check it. I have a really great video on my channel that shows a lot of the different levels in the game. But this is, if you like Batsugan, this is like, I mean, it's not a Toplin, but it's in that vein of a Batsugan. So very good. These next two games are just masterpiece shmups. I mean, Strikers series.
Strikers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
both Strikers.
Both of them are good. Which one do you like more, Brooklyn? Plus or 1945, the original?
You know what? I thought I liked the original better, but
The original better?
yeah. We played when we played this one on the Friday night arcade show, and when B-Sar was playing this, he showed up because it's one of his favorite shoot 'em ups.
It's great. Yeah, B Kongs or Russ loves this one. And shout out to Kongs or Russ. He tried the 1/4 challenge. Papa Brad did win on this one, and I held on to my score because B Kong did not beat me when he played. But this is a fantastic shmup. You can't go wrong.
Someone
I had-
skinned their iArcade in Strikers.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
And
If you had to pick
even
one,
though it's
though-
like classic like World War II airplanes, like if they have robots, it's just crazy
Yeah.
over the top. It's fantastic.
If you had to pick just one, you go the remix or you go the original. What do you guys think? I have Plus, so I don't have the original.
They both play really smooth. I believe on the Plus.
The stages are remixed.
Yeah, and I think they added some stuff on the side so you can see.
Yeah,
like
that's
the
why I went with
weapons that you have left.
Strikers because they added like this thing. I think it's on the left. You can see your power up as you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I went with Strikers, and I think it's remixed because after stage 1, I think it's the stages
there you go. Okay.
are mixed up.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Strikers 1945. Okay.
I think they both have leaderboards, Chris. Chris in the chat wants to know the difference. I bought Strikers 1945, and it does have leaderboards and online.
I'm pretty sure I have both.
45 plus does not have leaderboards, but it is online. The original is online and leaderboards.
Yes, then I would go with the original.
Yeah,
I would
go
go
with
with the
the
original
original.
100%.
You get both.
100% I'd go with the original
Yeah,
then.
you get leaderboards. and
Leaderboards are a huge thing on shmups.
Yep.
But
This
they're
game
both
plays
great
smooth
games.
as butter though.
Smooth
Like
as
when
butter,
you
yeah.
fire,
So
like,
good, so good.
Look at the gameplay
it
though.
plays
I mean,
so well.
This is this is why iArcade is the king of the shmups. I mean,
Look at
these
that.
games are fantastic. You can't. I would say pick both of them up, but if I'm gonna pick one, I guess I'll pick the original.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brad, as a fan of shoot 'em ups, it's so much fun being able to own these games, like to own
It
like
is, it
legit
is.
copies. Because we all know we like you can play anything anywhere, but knowing that
Thank you,
you're
Raven.
playing like a copy that is made sure that it is done, you're playing the way it
Optimized.
was meant to be played.
It's
Yeah,
optimized. Yeah.
and it plays.
Next
they play
one.
so well in iArcade.
Next one, definitely top 10 again.
Dude.
Another one.
Ah,
This
So
game is as good as it
must
gets.
buy. Yeah,
This is a must buy. This is a top
Wow.
10 for me. I couldn't recommend a game higher.
wow.
I
Not
introduced
played
this one
this game.
to the iArcade Zone. This was the game when I went on the show that I chose to play against them. It's got all that like Japanese mythology in it. The levels are just wild. Every
Welcome to the show, Chris.
character that you play with, you'll start on a different type of level. It's nuts, man.
Yeah.
It's so
This
cool.
game, this game, you got to get. It's just so good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's. I
Yeah,
mean,
this would be
you don't have
one
it,
of the
get
ones
it.
that I would personally say. I just
That
like
looks
it.
good.
I just love that whole style.
It's funny. You can see I've purchased most of them because this is
It would
on
be-
my.
yeah, that
machine.
would be
Like
one that
purchase,
I would
purchase,
say-
purchase. Yeah, purchase.
Please get
Another
that.
good one. Another good
Oh,
one
yeah,
is the
this
Game
one too.
Paradise. This one is great. I mean,
Another
the thing
shoot
about
'em
this
up.
one
Shoot
is,
'em up,
yeah,
yeah.
it's like
Yeah,
a
cute
cute 'em
'em
up, and it's you start an arcade with a bunch of candy cabs, and then it shows some pinball machines. It's fantastic.
Yeah, show
this
this
game is
one.
so cool.
This is
Let
really
me
cool.
show it. Let me see.
Like
Hold on.
crazy bosses. Like they
Boy,
transform.
Raven
into different
taught me
stuff.
something. Thank you, Raven. The Game Paradise.
Actually, a
Let's go on to
very
the
popular game.
Yeah, see, look at all the candy cabs. See them?
Yeah, it's
This
all
game is
video
so
game
cool.
themed stuff. You go through the arcade, you go into the claw machine, you go through
Mhm.
a pinball. I love this one.
Different pickable characters.
Yeah, it's good.
Yes.
It's definitely.
How
Look
cool
at
is
the
it?
billboard in the background.
That was a Super
I
Nintendo
recognize
game.
it. Yep.
Yeah, this one's different for sure.
Watching this is the first boss that
Yeah, it's coming up.
arcade's gonna transform into the boss.
It's it's insane.
Look at that. It looks like a drum arcade.
Look, looks so cool, man.
And like we said earlier, this breaks up the monotony of all the other type of shooters.
Yeah, because I mean, it's
the
not
arcade.
just a plain shooting.
It's
It's
not.
a totally different feel.
and you don't know what's coming next the first time you play.
Really,
it.
this and Space Bomb are two oddball ones that I would say
Yeah.
are great. That like you must play.
Space
Really a
Bomber
lot
is
of fun.
more of a twisted version
Mhm.
of Space Invaders.
Space
This
Invaders,
is more of
yeah.
a shoot, like an actual shoot 'em up.
Mhm.
You know, with moving levels.
Game Paradise, very good game. Let's keep going. Tiger Heli, the very first Toplin game. This is a tough one for me. I love this game,
It's challenging.
but it is
Absolutely.
kind of where it begins. Now, like this is the first game that had a screen clearing bomb mechanic.
yeah.
So pretty much what every shmup has, like 99% of them have now, this game started it. And I still love this game. It's very challenging. What makes it challenging is your ship has a very short firing distance. You can't shoot all the
Yeah.
way across the screen. So that forces you to play more in the middle. And this is a really good game still, even though it's the first Toplin game.
Yeah.
You see the roots of everything else that comes after it in this game. What do you guys think?
For me,
You
it's a little
don't-
it's a little slow. The backgrounds are a little
They
basic.
said, yeah, this is kind of like the Civil War gun with the
Yeah.
musket ball.
yeah,
And, you know,
exactly.
You know,
Yeah,
that Sugan is the AK-47. You know,
Yeah.
Correct. But I've learned, like,
But it's
because
still
in the
fun.
past, I'll look at something like that and I'll be like, just by the way it looks like
yeah.
it's older.
This is if you
And
don't
it
have
has-
it, this is a good game to get. I mean,
Yeah.
But man,
exactly.
once you start playing this game, there are people that like probably even in the chat room that will tell you they
Mhm.
are addicted to
They
this
love
game.
it.
Like
And it's
once you
good.
start playing it, It's got a very, very high level of difficulty.
To me, when I got this game, I immediately discovered that knowing bullet routing is everything. Like this game taught me to learn how to read the bullets while they're coming at you. And Toplin really, this is where they started a lot of the things that they carried on in their later titles. So I mean, definitely a great game.
This is the first game I think to ever have a bomb in it.
First game with a screen clearing bomb.
Yeah.
And you can see the bombs on your helicopter. When you can.
That is cool. I do like that about it.
Yeah.
You do?
When you use one, you still have another, and you can see that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. The next two games are definitely top 10s.
Yeah.
Truxton series 1 and 2.
I got to pick those up as well.
I mean, you saw what happened when Truxton came out on iArcade. Like, everyone got into it. It just became for a couple of weeks.
All of a sudden, it was no longer any good. Yeah, I mean, this game is one of the greatest shmups ever made. Truxton is so hard, but it's so rewarding. I mean, this game is fantastic. The music.
For a time, Brad, we were all playing as a big community. Truxton brought us together. We were leaderboard chasing like crazy, and then something happened, and nobody wanted the leaderboard chase with us anymore.
I know.
What happened?
I don't get it. This game is still great. If you don't know about Truxton and Truxton 2, these are must pickups. This is at the top of the list. I would say if you get anything from Toplin, make sure you get these. These are great ones. Batsugan too, but this is at the top. This is the top of the class.
Yep.
Just do not get upset when you rage quit.
Yeah,
okay? yeah. The Rexer show says, I remember when the iArcade was the greatest. Then one day, nothing at all changed, and it sucked. Nothing changed. This is one of the greatest shmups ever made on a machine that plays it well. It's just a blast.
Dude, this game was
so good. We got leaderboards. I mean, come on. Get it now while it's on sale.
Brad Rexer was even chasing the leaderboards, and he didn't even have an iArcade. He was playing beating our scores on his machine. And it was just awesome to see everybody come into the community and play this game.
It was. And if you know anything about shmups, I mean, this is like one of the best.
Classic.
I feel like flipping something over in the studio just watching that. That was freaking shit.
I know.
That game is rage inducing. It's so brutal. Freaking hard.
What's happening? I got screen on screen to screen.
Inception.
Ah.
Ooh.
More.
And what happened? Hold on.
Hey.
Wow.
Michael from
I'm back
stop the screen. 54. Sorry about that. Let's see. I don't know what happened.
A lot of celebrities on the leaderboards of trucks.
Once again, we are. Do we still have a delay?
No,
we're good.
We're good.
Hold on, I'm getting a delay on my headset. Hold on.
I love live stuff.
Yeah, this is real.
Yeah, I gotta get me on there.
Okay, for some reason the iiRcadians popped up and started playing, so I'm hearing my voice 3 times. Okay, yeah. And Truxton 2 builds on that. The difference between Truxton 1 and Truxton 2. You want to tell them a little bit about that, Brooklyn?
Truxton 2 is the longest shoot 'em up ever made. We proved that on my show.
1 hour,
me and King Creole ran it to the end, and then it just loops. God. Once you get to the end, it loops.
On a very special episode. Was that my Friday the 13th episode when you guys? Yeah, it was, right?
I think it was. Yeah, it was the Friday the 13th episode.
I was at Camp Crystal Lake fending off Jason while they were playing video games.
I think it was your Friday the 13th, 14th, and 15th because that game was so long. They played it forever.
Yeah.
Truxton 2. And I want to say this, though. Okay, Truxton 2. Great game. Online multiplayer. You can play with a friend and play the game on iArcade. That is totally unique. I don't know of any other way you can play this game and play 2-player online. And it worked great. We ran the whole game. We ran it through the end.
You did.
And I think online is the future, I mean, and not online playing with random. I want to play with my friends. I don't want to play with random people that are they're going to play a level and quit, I want to play with people that I know because I'll know they'll stick with it and play the game,
Yeah.
What do you guys think about these games coming online? Alex? Thumbs up from Alex. What do you think, Nick?
I wanted to say I'm the only person on the panel who is on the first page of Truxton 2 on the leaderboard. So
yeah. Well, Alex, props to you. Alex plays all these games, and that's why you're here. You are a gamer, and this show is all about supporting gamers.
Thanks,
and Nick's, you don't do you have these games yet?
No, I
okay, you need to get on there. You need to get on there and cause some havoc.
I need to expand my shoot 'em up category.
Truxton 1 and 2 should be at the top of your list. And Truxton 2 has online. So if you get that, I'll do a run with you playing the game.
He just doesn't want to embarrass us in every game, Papa. That's what he's doing here. He's just holding up for us.
you can't hide this kind of skills, raw skill.
Yeah.
Then you have some more great Toplin games. You have Twin Cobra.
See, that's a sequel to Tiger Heli, right?
Yeah, I think it is. Yep.
It's a sequel to Tiger Heli. Increase the firepower of the helicopter. Graphically, it's better. We'll show a little clip of it real quick.
I have it, but I haven't played much of it because I can't beat the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Another hard one. They're all different, though. These
they are all different.
Helicopters.
Their own routines.
Okay, now one thing I want you to notice right away. What did they fix? Look how far the bullets go.
The bullets go up.
Bullets go all the way across the screen. The bombs, instead of being the little circle football-looking things, they look more like bombs. So this was basically like a graphical upgrade and a firepower upgrade. The other thing they did that was really great with this game, 2-player, and they really focused on bullet routing. Like when you start playing this game and you play it a lot, the bullets have patterns. And this game is great.
It's not online though. That's the only drawback.
And some people might remember playing these games on Nintendo, but it's super rare to be able to get to play the arcade versions.
These are the legit arcade games that they're using, so they're harder, but they're great. I mean, you can't go wrong with that one.
My Nintendo wasn't online.
And we have the Super Gamer dudes coming on.
Let's watch this.
Yeah. Hey, look, it's Biggie D. What's happening, Biggie D?
Yeah, they finally got him on.
Yeah, he's awesome. I like him. Go check out Biggie D's channel.
Brooklyn, where's your invite?
I don't know. My internet keeps popping up Windows.
I was on P-Dubs.
Oh, you were?
I haven't been on Super Gamer dudes. Yeah. He kind of hit me up he hit me up 5 minutes before he went live.
Somebody must have
Twin Hawk. Another
Someone
another Toplin shooter.
Let me just randomly flip through this list and it lands on me somehow.
Brooklyn,
spin the wheel.
All right, whatever. Let that idiot on.
Truxton 2 is easier than 1. I agree. Truxton 2 is easier than 1. Rexer just said that. That's 100% true. I agree with that 100%. Yeah, Brooklyn with second fiddle.
Fifth fiddle.
glitch in the matrix. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to point out I am an absolute amateur YouTuber. I do not claim to be a YouTuber. I just do this because I love this machine.
Brad, when you hit me up, I didn't know that I thought I was allowed to make demands. I was like, yes, I'll be on, but I want at least 30 seconds of full screen. I like to drink this type of beer when I'm on.
Okay.
Click.
He's like, Big D, you're next.
Yeah.
Okay, we got basically more of a World War II theme.
What's next? Alphabetical.
Yeah, after B.
Pretty much.
Cornercade. He had the cornercade on.
Hold on. Yeah.
On Twin Hawk, you call your armada of planes by pushing the bomb button. And then once those planes are following you around, you can push the bomb button again, and they will kamikaze at the biggest enemy on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
You send your boys to their death.
Yeah. Yeah. You send them to your death, huh?
Kamikaze
like style? Yeah. I mean, Rex's show says You want to read this, Kev Gret?
They don't talk about games on those shows, Brooklyn. That's why they don't want you on.
That's the thing, I mean, you can see I've purchased all these Toplin games. I mean, every one of them is unique, and every one of them has something special and a different feel to it.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
P-Dubs or Michael B, hit me up. I'll turn on these guys in a fly. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Fame and fortune.
Hey, man. Get that arcade one up money.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What do we got? UN Defense Force, Valtrek, Vapor Trail. We got so many left.
They're all...
Trail.
Vapor Trail's good?
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Another
I actually like
fast
Vapor
plays,
Trail.
crazy shooter.
Yes.
Let's take a quick look at that.
Yeah, the last three, no big deal.
Great production value. See,
hey, look, I didn't buy this
so
one.
Whoa.
I didn't buy this one. I don't have.
All right, don't buy it yet. Watch the video
Oh,
first.
wait a minute.
Wait, you didn't get our recommendation.
You bought it.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the recommendation?
Buy it.
Buy it.
1989. My business papers say this is one of the top two games from 1989. Other being
1989.
Shadow Dancer.
Good
Check it
company.
out. I just bought it, so I'm going to check it out.
Don't be like
It's a
Rainwater and
shmups.
refund it.
I'm not going to refund it. Yeah, I'm not going to refund this. It's a
You'll
Data
like it.
East
Don't worry about
game.
Yeah, this is the one.
This looks cool.
You get to pick one of three airplanes, right? And then you can get these S's for specials, and they carry forward. So if you get another S, you get this crazy form.
Look at that
And
big crazy tank.
It's fun.
Yeah,
it's fun.
I love the way you see the way it messes up the terrain.
Yeah.
Guys, I got to go. My battery's dying. I'll be back for Brooklyn's show.
Okay,
All right,
cool.
Alex, we'll see you
Later,
later, man.
Alex. Talk to you later.
Okay,
Later, guys.
so
It has
Vapor Trail.
leaderboards, but not online. But the leaderboards are good enough. You can chase.
Okay, so you can score chase on it.
Yeah,
That's cool.
definitely. Unless
There
Nick
goes
plays.
Alex.
And welcome Alex
like
to the
that.
show.
Vimana, Which
I think
Loves
P-Dubs
Bullets,
hit him up.
and
He said,
Zero
screw these
Wing.
guys. Yeah, it's a good one. Play the video.
For which one? Vimana?
Yeah.
Let's check it out. Hey, Paul, what's happening? Glad to see
Hey,
you
Paul.
here. I don't have this one. I'll buy,
Wait,
I'll
play
buy it
this.
off.
I think-
I'll buy it off screen. I don't want to show my credit card numbers.
Another one that you don't have, Brad. That's crazy.
I know, and it's a Toplin. How did I miss this one? It's because they have so many. That's the only reason why. Because they have pretty much the whole library.
Yeah, it is a good
Make it
one.
full
I
screen.
know it. I know from the beginning.
This is in one of your videos on
Yes.
your intros.
This is in my
That's where it
video
came from.
for the show Game Fight that I'm working
Game
on.
Fight, yeah. I'm gonna get this one 100%. This is on my list.
Yeah, this game's crazy. Look at it already. As soon as you
Pretty
start.
much every Toplin I don't have is on my list. Let's go further in. Oh yeah.
Look at this game. Yeah.
Okay, Vimana. Cool. Okay, yeah. I'm definitely gonna dig this. So this is one I'll be picking up. Okay.
Now we're getting towards the end, but there's like one shoot 'em up that I know that No Quarter brought to my attention that he's really good at, and he actually taught me how to play it well, and then he challenged me. It's a lot of fun too once you know how to play it.
We have Which Love Bullets. Kev Gret, you want to talk a little bit about that one?
That's
'Cause I
Kev
know you did a
Gret's
review.
territory.
This is my
You
game.
did a review on his channel.
Listen,
Tell us about Which Love Bullets.
I'm not stupid. Rich Loves Bullets is not a must buy. It's not a top 10 game, but it's a charming cute 'em up with four.
Is that a AAA game?
It's not a AAA game.
Okay,
But
yeah.
It is
It's
a
fun.
charming game to play around Halloween. It's made by one man developer, and you basically go left to right on your little witch broom, and you just shoot bubbles and fire out of your broom. And if you like those type of games, I did a video on it. You can check it out. I played it through, so you can see what you're getting into. It's cheap. It's fun to play at
Cheap,
Halloween.
It's fun.
And it's got
But would you
leaderboards.
spend $1,000 on a cabinet to play?
Which
only
Love Bullets? Would you?
600 for
It's
that
a
trash.
fun, cheap game.
I
mean,
love
it's
it.
just
I
like
love it.
it's fun. Alex says Vimana is an ancient word
Man, Alex.
for alien
bringing the-
spaceships. Man,
he
he's
brings
got the knowledge. Them business papers he has are magical. He has everything in there.
I want to steal those papers because I think they got the answers to history and science
I know,
and everything
I know.
in there.
I think it's a hit list, and I might be on it for some of those.
Last but not least, Zero Wing.
Zero Wing.
Zero Wing.
Yeah, that's a
have
good
this
one right here.
Hey, I didn't buy this one. This is one I probably
You
need to buy.
did it. And
Look at
play
that,
the
I didn't
video
buy it.
and spend some more money, Papa Brad. Don't buy it
I'm
yet.
gonna buy.
Watch the
I'm gonna
video
buy.
first.
I'm gonna buy.
Watch
I'm gonna
how
buy
cool this
all
one
the
is.
ones. Okay, let me check it out.
It is a
Let me go back.
leaderboard
Let me go back.
online game.
Let me make it full screen. Hold on.
It almost looks like it reminded me a little bit of R-Type, the way that the sprites and the characters and how it plays.
Is this easier than R-Type or harder?
Yeah, but it's
because R-Type is really hard.
It's
this is
easier.
an easier version.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
You
R-Type
get
light.
than this. Yeah,
It's like a Neo Geo type game.
there's not much that
okay.
compares to R-Type.
Alex says
This is
Zero
not
Wing's
how
a
it
must
plays.
buy.
It doesn't.
Rexer
it
says,
doesn't stop.
"What good are dozens of AAA games when you never play them?"
But you got to look at them, you know. The attract mode is a must on these cabinets.
You know, I mean, I mean, okay,
We have AAA's.
that looks cool. Zero Wing looks good.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
cool.
God, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. Someone should play the sound of a bomb going off after I said that.
Okay, guys.
Is that it?
That's
Guys.
that's
I
it.
gotta pick up too.
It's not
Guys.
enough games on
So
sale.
many games, my
You know, they could have put a couple more in there.
I
I'm
wish we had
exhausted.
some games to play.
What-
I
games.
wish we had some games to play.
That's just one category of games.
One category of games on the iArcade.
Unbelievable.
But this is their strength. Like if I was to say, why do you get an iArcade? Bang.
Boom.
Toplin library. Look at how many Toplin games.
So
All
many.
arcade games, all ready to go. Just look at the shooter category for Toplin. That's a reason to get an iArcade. And PP and BBs, but that's not a shooter.
Absolutely.
Hey, Brad, you
Yeah.
know what this list tells me? That the people behind the iArcade know video games and arcade games. They know how to curate a shooter library on this system.
This is the shooter library machine. I mean, just look at this list. And then boom. All these too. Strikers
Jesus.
1945, Tengai, a handmade, lovingly made, recreated Space Invaders that's original, that's not on any other type of machine. You know,
Brad,
Rangok
imagine-
Skies, In the Hunt, Psy Battler,
Just
Andros
imagine
Dooner, Space Bomber.
Just these titles alone, Brad, on a machine, and people would freak out. Now you
know.
have the ability to add 280 more.
Can you imagine if Arcade One Up made? Could you imagine if Arcade One Up made an IREM cab with R-Type 1 and 2,
Oh,
In the Hunt, Image Fight,
Yeah,
Dragon
yeah.
Breed, Battle Chopper, and Armored Police
Oh
Unit
my
Gal?
God.
Oh well, all those games are on iArcade.
then all of a sudden, AAA.
Yeah,
You got
it's-
AAA.
if you're into the shmup category, I mean, come on. I mean,
Wow.
just these 2 pages here. This is why you get an iArcade to play shmups. I mean, just look at them. I mean, they got them all. They got tons of great shmups.
And you know what's so crazy, Brad? There's so many more.
Yeah.
Like so many
Yeah.
more great shoot 'em ups out there.
I know. They're just going to keep getting them.
There's one that I love so much because it's so wacky. Prehistoric Island 2.
Oh yeah.
Prehistoric Island 1 is good, but Prehistoric Island 2 is one of like the top 10 games that I'd love to come to arcade. And I think it could be possible from some of the other games that they got because it's a Neo Geo game.
Okay, now we're ready. We're ready to throw down. We're ready to throw down now because it's time. It's time to get this over with.
All right, take Space Invaders off the list. No one likes that game.
Okay, guys. Top 10 shooters. Now, I just came up with this list, but we're going to edit this. This is not permanent, but this was what I came up. Truxton series, Batsugan, Strikers, Tengai, Rangok Skies, R-Type, Space Invaders, Infinity Gene, In the Hunt, and Stormblade. But we're going to edit this list because I want it to be a collaborative list.
Wow.
What do you guys... How do I need to change this list to make it more representative of what you guys think?
Well, I
I can
guess
tell you what needs to stay.
yeah, that's
For me,
Wanna pull it
Tengai
back
needs
up.
to stay
Let's
on there.
pull it back up. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up and just decide on what's a must stay. Truxton, must stay. What do you think?
Truxton 2. You have that's
Truxton 2.
Yeah.
Truxton series.
Batsugan.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe
Just
put the
Truxton
series
series, really. Batsugan.
Yes.
Strikers.
Yes.
You gotta have strikers.
Yes. Yeah, you gotta have a
Tengai.
strikers in there.
Yeah, Tengai.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Rangok Skies. You're gonna kill me when we get to space. I'm gonna cry. I'm literally gonna. A tear is gonna appear
Yeah,
in
like
Papa Brad's
Rangok
eyes.
Skies is not
Come
a
on,
real
Jeff, you need to
arcade
fight
game, but
for
it's
it.
so cool.
Yeah.
R-Type. Space Invaders.
Gee.
Is anyone gonna pull Space Invaders off the list?
No, it's gotta stay. It's the
The only reason I would
the
like, I
granddaddy.
would,
It's
I
the
know, but
guy.
the only reason I would say, then take one of them off because you got to make space for like
one more
It should be the
shmup.
series, Space Invader, the series.
Because I don't,
do you put
I don't
both?
like,
Yeah.
I don't consider Space Invaders like a shoot 'em up. It's more of just like
I do
arcade
for
game.
sure. I consider it like the grandfather of them all. You know, it's kind of the beginning.
I see what you're saying, Brooklyn. It's,
Yeah,
it's-
Brooklyn's got a
saying.
point. It's
He
not
does have a point.
He does have a
typical.
point.
Like everyone's gonna
That's a
get
good point.
Space Invaders, right?
Well, it's
Like
12.
anyone
so,
that grew
yeah.
up in arcades is gonna want to have
But
a
it's
legit
not like
copy of
that
Space
up
Invaders.
scrolling like
Yeah,
the traditional shooter where you're.
It's not AAA. It's the number 2 arcade game ever.
Well, then
How's
leave
that not
Infinity.
AAA?
Leave Infinity since that's more of a traditional, and take off just
Mm-hmm.
Space Invaders if you want. So
They
Because I
spent
think
a
Space
year and a
Invaders is a
half.
given.
They spent a year and a half perfecting that game.
Brad's
Now.
not
A
really-
year and a half. I mean, I'll kind of fight for it. I mean, Jeff, are you going to fight for it too or not? Well, if you could have one, would you have Infinity Gene or iArcade Space Invaders?
but after what Brooklyn said, I'm kind
They're
of
totally
thinking about
different.
it.
I would have the original Space Invaders because I got both of them when they both came out on the system, but I went back to Space Invaders when Infinity Gene came out, and I just kept playing the original for a while. I still have to go back and revisit Infinity Gene. I got to start climbing those leaderboards.
Yeah, so do I.
Oh boy,
I'll throw it at the panel. I mean, what could knock Infinity Gene off out of what's left? Let's go back and look at the list.
Go back to your list.
Yeah, in the hunt.
In the
Storm
hunt?
Gene.
In the hunt, okay, but it's already on the list. Stormblade,
Wait,
this is
I was gonna
10.
say, in the hunt staying, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what do we take? What do
Go-
you want to bring in and take
Yeah.
off?
Go to your other list, Brad, the one that you had earlier. Let's see if you can
The
pull
big
it up.
list.
Yeah.
What do we
let's
want?
see.
We want Toplin, or do we want everything else?
Jeez.
So you don't even have the game Paradise on there. Andros Dunos is a classic.
Right here, the game
Man.
Paradise. Yeah, it is at the bottom.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I
No, but
literally
you don't
went
have
through.
it on the top 10, right?
No, but
yeah,
could it
but
come
yeah,
in?
I mean, I wanted to
Could it come in,
discuss it.
Brooklyn?
I wanted to discuss it. I didn't want to I just think we need to come with like a group decision
Because I'm thinking about not about like I'm thinking about making a list where the viewers
Mm-hmm.
that are watching it can, if they're looking to buy games, can purchase something and have like a really good, a bunch of shoot 'em ups, but that are all slightly different.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then the game Paradise has to be on that list,
Yeah,
and Boogie Wings has to be on that list,
and In
too.
the Hunt has to be on there.
And In the Hunt has to be on that. Rangok Skies, I think, should be on there. Something
Yeah,
different.
that's
yeah.
because that is
It's
very
modern.
different, even though it's not
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
arcade game. It's really
Yeah,
cool.
I mean, based on your parameters,
Okay.
Brooklyn, then it does change the list.
Okay,
on
well
how we-
let's kill. Okay, like Stormblade is a great '90s kind of clone of a Toplin game. Let's take that off. What do you think about that?
Okay.
Take that off. Put on what? The game Paradise.
yeah, you want to.
Is that the one you want to pick, or because we got a lot of good games that kind of
Yeah,
fit that
I would say out of all
Space
like the
Bomber.
shoot 'em up style,
Mm,
game Paradise is the best one.
it is good. I love it. I did a review of that game too on my channel. If you want to find out more about it. Any other additions, subtractions? Like this will be our top 10 of the panel. Anything we need to bring in or out?
When you say Truxton 2, like, are you saying that it's like just don't even get Truxton 1, just get Truxton 2 instead?
Truxton 2 has online 2-player, and
Yeah.
they both have leaderboards.
That's
I would really say you should get both, but I mean, if I had to
mean,
pick one over another. Truxton
keep
2 is easier.
Don't you, I think it's only fair that you got to make a choice between
Yeah,
Space Invaders and Space Invaders Infinity.
I'm thinking the same way.
You can't have
Yeah,
it taking up two
you
spaces.
can't have two spots, right? And everybody's
Trying to make a
leaning towards-
diverse.
Okay,
list
okay.
here.
I know it's going to be sacrilege. I'm going to get a lot of hate, but I would kill Space Invaders Infinity Gene to have the original arcade.
I think
just because of what it means to have it on the cab and the time they spent on it.
Yeah, but that's so tough. I tend to agree with you, Brad. You got to leave the original on there, right? I mean, it
would have been so easy to do a half-baked port, a half-baked version, and just throw it on there black and white. It would have been no overlays. Think how easy that would have been for iArcade, but they took the time to totally redo the game. So I would say perfect. Infinity Gene, as much as I love it, I would say that would be the one that goes.
Even though it's a more traditional, to Brooklyn's point of a shoot 'em up.
And that gives us an ad. What do we want to add? Because we just took a game away.
All right, go back.
I want people to play Boogie Wings. It's so crazy.
Boogie Wings is insane. I play that all the time. And
every level is different.
It's probably one I don't have, I think.
And you can pick your stages out of order. You're not forced to play the stages in any particular order.
Don't you even get to play the end of the game, like when it's doing the credits?
So yeah, I think you just get to keep shooting. It's wild.
Raven, what do you think? You're in the chat. Let's see.
It's a Data East game too. They always made great games.
Raven says Boogie Wings should be in the top 10.
Yeah.
Is everyone in agreement? This will lock down our
Raven
top 10.
Yeah, it's so diverse. So many things going on in there.
The thing is with this list, every game is very different. I mean, if you had this list of shmups, I mean, just imagine if you could have all these great shmups on one cab. Just imagine it. Oh, wait, you can.
For the low price of an average price
$400
of $5, 50. Well, these 10
for the price of a cardboard arcade, you can have this.
That's right. $3.99 on sale.
$3.99. Boogie Wings is our last ad. We locking it down as our top 10. That's the panel.
Lock it down.
Too bad we didn't have a Psy Battler on there. That's a good one too.
Hey.
You gotta throw that in.
I know.
Yeah. Well, we got to keep it at 10. That's 10, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
We have to pick 10 out of 53.
10 out of 53.
It's
too hard.
It's hard.
It is. There's too many.
And they're all good.
The thing is, this is the strongest category in iArcade. So if you're going to go heavy in something, I mean, you don't go heavy in fighters in iArcade.
Yeah.
You go heavy in shmups because this is what this machine excels at.
Yeah. I'm glad Boogie made the list in the game Paradise because it showcases the diversity of the shooter lineup. Totally.
Okay. Awesome. So let's see.
You know, it's funny too. If you guys go back, there's a video out there that In the Hunt made one of the top 10 the worst lists of 1997. If you go back on one of these videos I just watched, and they for everything that we love about it, they hated it. They hated the sprites. They hated the mechanics.
It's fantastic.
And I can't believe that they didn't know any better back in 97.
Didn't know any better.
It's insane.
Oh, wait a minute. Our sponsor says we have to do another commercial. I'm sorry.
You can pit He-Man against Beastman.
Hey, drop that shit, He-Man! What? Oh, you done fucked up now? Whoa, I don't want it! I'm sorry! I don't want the smoke! You better fuck out of here, boy! Alright, I'm out! I'm sorry! I have the power!
He-Man and Beastman each sold separately from Mattel.
I want to go live at CT Jason's house. There's a lot of cool stuff going on.
A lot of stuff going on.
That's not CT Jason, guys.
I'm sorry. That is Mr. Home Arcade. I apologize.
That is not. I'd like to say a big thank you to Mr. Home Arcade, who gave us these wonderful fun commercials to play. Thank you, Mr. Home Arcade. If you're not subscribed to his channel, go subscribe to it. He's fantastic. And it's not CT Jason. If you think it's CT Jason, you are incorrect. He's not CT Jason. So what else, guys? Brooklyn, you want to talk about your show coming up?
Yeah, doesn't it start now? No, okay.
I don't think we went that long, did we? This was a hard one because there's so many good games. We're at an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Well, if you enjoy this show, I guarantee you're not going to like what I'm about to do. Look, if you have nothing else to do and you want to hang out with your iArcade friends, head over to my channel for the Friday Night Arcade Show. I deleted everything. I redid the entire show from scratch, and we're gonna do it tonight live and see what happens. We tonight maybe we'll talk a little bit more about some shoot 'em ups, some other stuff about iArcade. But yeah, we're gonna definitely be playing Heated Barrel.
Heated Barrel. We did not mention it at all on the show. We didn't mention the other great TAD games that came out, Cabal or Blood Brothers, but definitely.
Maybe we'll play some other stuff too, but we're gonna hang out, talk a little bit, drink a couple of beers, talk about iArcade, and then we'll get into challenging each other playing games.
Yeah.
You can join in. You can be in. I don't care if you don't want to jump on the show with your capture card and play with us. You can play at the house and put your score in the chat room. Just hang out with us. Please.
Absolutely. And this is the guy that's going to be beating us all.
Maybe. I'm not. You know,
I'm desperate.
I'm not good at everything.
We don't have a prayer.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll see. Okay. Next, we'll see you in a few minutes too. We'll all be on the Friday Night Arcade.
Absolutely.
What's up, Kev Gret? What you got going on?
So there's a rumor that Rexer and I will be golfing live tomorrow, and we're doing a stream beforehand. So if you want to stop by and then hang out, we're going to do some Golden Tee live, and we might do some gossip and drama for your entertainment on a Saturday. So that's what we got going on. Hope to see everybody tomorrow.
That is awesome. That is awesome. And I want to finish up. I want to finish up with my fantastic Marvel vs. Capcom review. Be sure to check it out on my channel.
We sponsored. I think we got a new sponsor. Was that?
Yeah, I think we got a new sponsor. Yeah, but Marvel vs. Capcom review is doing great. But I would like to thank everyone for coming on the show. We had more we could talk about. We could save it for the next show because this show was already long in the tooth.
This was the longest. This was the most exhausting one that we did, just because of how good everything was. It's like you got to give it the time.
If you love this category, step up, get an iArcade. This is why you have an iArcade to play these. These games are fantastic, a lot of fun.
Yeah, I can't wait to suck at Heated Barrel tonight.
Yeah,
I still have to buy it.
Okay, with that, let's roll out. We'll see you in a bit.
Thanks,
Papa Brad reminding you to stay legit. This is Papa Brad, and I'm proud to announce that my channel now has memberships. If you would like to support the iArcadians show or Papa Brad's gaming on the crazy arcade adventures he goes on, you can do so. I have 3 different levels: iArcadians Illuminati, the iArcadians Inner Circle, and the iArcadians High Council. You'll get exclusive content that you'll only be able to view in each category. So if you enjoy what my channel does, and you want to give us a little support, help pay for the StreamYards and the expenses of doing the show, this is a completely optional thing, and I'm just putting it out there. So thank you. This is Papa Brad's Gaming reminding you to stay legit.
Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit.